Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday. It's beautiful outside. The storms have passed. And I want to remind everybody today that if you are going through a storm in your life right now, just hang on, ride it out. I can assure you the sun will come out again one day. And if you have had storms in the past, you already know that they will pass. I've had some, I've been in the midst of some storms and I thought I was never going to get out of it. But I did. The secret is just to hang on. So today I want to talk about, I haven't talked about the male prostate in a long time. I want to talk about the male prostate today. And this is good information even if you're a woman, because a lot of women have husbands and boyfriends and dads and uncles, and they may be having problems too. And of course, any man who's listening today is having problems. Well, you want to listen. When I'm talking about prostate, I'm referring to enlargement of the prostate gland. I'm also talking about prostate cancer, but they're two different things. But I want to talk about enlarged prostate first, okay? So, enlarged prostate is a very common condition for guys after 40. So I want to talk about some dietary changes and some herbal formulas that can help you reduce the size of your prostate. First, let's start with the diet, because the diet is the foundation. It is the backbone of health. I don't care what's going on. A good diet will always help you. So there are certain foods that have been found scientifically to not be good for the prostate. And if you already have prostate problems, they can make them worse. So the first food on the list are processed meats and red meat. There are studies showing these can increase the risk of prostate problems. When I'm talking about prostate problems, we're talking about enlargement, we're talking about cancer. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. So you definitely want to look at reducing or eliminating your processed meats. Processed meats are a lot worse for your prostate than, healthily grown red meat. And of course, you know my channel, I am a plant-based practitioner. So, but I'm also realistic. And I'm very realistic, and I know that most people aren't going to cold turkey, just stop eating meat. So I recommend getting rid of the processed meats, because processed foods, guys and girls, processed foods are not good for you. A little bit of grass-fed red meat if you're still eating, okay. But, watch your portions, or not, whatever. It's your prostate and your health. I just offer my knowledge and the science to you. The second food on the list is saturated fats. Saturated fats are found in animal products, dairy products, which are animal products. It's also found in tropical oils like coconut oil. It's also found in palm oil. And in Crisco, and I hope the guy not using Crisco, it's found in tallow and duck fat. All these high fat cooking oils and things, they're not good for you. The seed oils aren't good for you either. They're all inflammatory. And where we're having problems with our prostate, we already have inflammation there. We don't want to do anything that's going to increase our inflammation down there. We want to keep the inflammation down. That's how we get healthy. Low inflammation lifestyle. The third food on the list is processed foods. Get rid of your processed foods or greatly eliminate them. Sugary foods are also on the list, but they're in the processed food category. Like Little Debbie's, honey buns. Candy. We could go on here, right? All that is just junk. It's garbage. It's not good for you. You don't want to eat it. The second thing on the list is not really a food, but it's something we consume, is alcohol. Alcohol is toxic to every cell in the body. including your prostate. So you want to get rid of that, okay? And let's see, I don't think I'm leaving anything out. Dairy products. There have been many, many studies on dairy products throughout the years. Some studies show that they do increase the size of the prostate and they increase the risk of prostate cancer. One of the reasons they do this is because dairy foods contain IGF-1, which is a growth hormone. So they make your glands grow, and they can make cells grow, including abnormal cells. Now, it's not conclusive, with the scientific community, but with my main community, the herbalist community, the master herbalists that have been doing this for a lot of years, we're pretty conclusive that it's not good for your prostate. And of course, all this is up to you. I'm just a teacher here, and you decide what you want to do. But if you can't pee right now, I'll be getting pretty serious with some of these changes, because that can get serious. And it's annoying too. Even if it never gets really serious, it's just annoying having to get up 5 times a night to go pee, So now we're going to talk about foods that are good for the prostate, that can help lower the inflammation. Flax seeds, borage oil, pumpkin seeds, tomatoes and tomato paste, watermelons, whole grains, all fruits, all vegetables. All these foods, they're anti-inflammatory, they are full of antioxidants, they're full of phytochemicals, they're full of just wonderful things. There's things in these foods that the master scientists don't even know about, and they probably never will. These foods that grow in the sun, they grow in good soil, and they're just good for you. They're good for you from your head to your toes. These foods are going to be good for you. Now, let's look at some supplements, some herbal supplements, okay? And I always recommend Dr. Christopher's or Dr. Schultz's supplements because they are the very best. I like Dr. Christopher because he's cheaper. I went to the school. I got to tour the factory. Dr. Schultz's supplements are really, really good too, but they're just more expensive. So Dr. Christopher recommends for prostate, enlarged prostate. The specific remedies are his male urinary tract formula, and his prostate plus formula. You combine these together. And then he goes to say other formulas that are important for the prostate when it is enlarged is your Jurassic green powder, your vital herbs, your hormonal changes caps, your herbal cleansing kit, primrose oil. And nettle's good. Nettle leaf is good for the prostate. And what was the other one? Pygeum? Is it Pygeum? I believe. You also want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. And if you're having trouble urinating, you can add parsley or parsley tea to your regimen. This can help you expel more water. Next thing is you want to make sure that you're having at least one good bowel movement a day. You want your bowels to be moving. You don't want to be constipated. Constipation leads to stagnation. It leads to disease. It's going to keep your prostate inflamed. So you want to go. And if you're not, all these foods talk about to increase your plant foods, going to increase your fiber. You want to increase your water to help that fiber work, to flush out your kidneys. And I highly recommend exercise, especially walking. Go for brisk walks. That's good for everything. It increases circulation everywhere, including your prostate. The prostate needs circulation to be healthy and to heal. And there's also one more formula that Christopher has for glandular problems. And the prostate is a gland. It is the glandular formula. So, it might sound like a lot of things, but it's not really. This is this is the way you get healthy. If you're having problems, this is the way you find health again. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope you're having a good week. And I hope you have a good month and a good year. If you like this video, like it, share it. Please subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it if you do. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.